weekend, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Him in stride. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Called on a very strong gain of 24. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Throwing on first down. McClain. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Gaines got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points with the way that they're moving the ball net.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back to throw here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They chop that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Taken down at the 42. The Browns at 2-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with... Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. On 1st down, Irving. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Buffalo defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McClain. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Up the middle they go. Gains, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After an incomplete pass on On second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A big play here for Buffalo, and even 40 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A big play that time for Cleveland. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now back to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Now they try the right side here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half. At their own
20-yard line. Ready up.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically picking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here we go. Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. There this is. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. McClain. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards to pick up there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Deputy! Cougar 19!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. McClain. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Bills are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Bills! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, McClain. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Roman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Bills 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in right around the goal line.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On first down, McClain. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third.
Browns 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19 Lions.
On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll look to throw here. That is caught. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom their chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 19 yards away. And the Browns have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And it'll be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. To throw on 2nd down. McClain, and that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. That's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On second down, Irving, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 14. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. McClain. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try the left side. Irving. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now a handoff up the middle. Irving down right around the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy,
But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Ready!
He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the 1st down.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready!
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to drop back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. A try here for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Next to score, Browns 43, Bills 21.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Complete to number
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2nd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Browns send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Off play action. McClain. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
Operating from the gun, McClain. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bucks, 79 Broncos. 19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready, ready.
On 1st and 10, McLean. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Browns are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle they go. Irving. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their head.